Hey Keto fam, DJ Keto here. Hope you guys are having a fantastic day. Thank you for joining me in today's video where I make a hearty, cheesy, meaty lasagna. If that sounds good to you, go ahead and give this video a thumbs up. But first, bulletproof coffee. Alright, let's move on to the ingredients. I have a pound of ground beef, a pound of Italian sausage. I'm using Italian sausage instead of pork for the extra flavor. We have onions, peppers, garlic, and mushrooms. We'll be dicing all of these up. I'll probably just use a half of an onion and half of each of these peppers. For the cheeses, I got a blend of parmesan and mozzarella, and we'll be using some ricotta cheese for the layering also. I got some marinara sauce. I found this at my local Costco. It's got 5 net carbs per half a cup. Not too bad here. You're going to need some seasoning. I have some Italian zest seasoning. You can usually use salt and pepper and oregano, just works just fine. And to substitute for the noodles, I'm using some cut the carb. These are 9 net carbs per sheet. I'll probably be using 2 or 3 sheets of them. Once everything is cooked, we'll start to assemble in a 13 by 9 pan. Let's start with the prep. I got half an onion, half of each of the colored bell peppers I'll be using. My mushrooms are washed and cleaned. I got some garlic here. We'll be saving this to crush once we start cooking these down. Now that we have our veggies prepped, we'll set that aside. I've got a pan here heated on over medium heat, and we will start browning the meat. Got a nice little meat smasher here, and let's break this down. Okay, meat is just about completely cooked. Smells really good, that Italian sausage. Yum. Once this is all done, we will set it aside. Now we'll begin with the vegetables. I got my pot ready, heating to medium-high heat. Let's get some oil in here. And then we'll start with the mushrooms, bell pepper, and onion. We'll cook this down a little bit, then we'll add the garlic. Once this cooks down a little bit, we'll move it over, and we'll start crushing the garlic in here. Now we got the garlic in there. We will cook this down till it's nice and translucent. done. Now let's add the marinara. I like to add a little water to the jar. Shake it up. Get all the good stuff. Pour that back in, and we'll cook this down just a little bit. We don't want it too soupy. And then we'll add the meat back in. So we've cooked this down a little bit just because of that extra water we added. Now would be a good time to season. That looks good. Now let's add the meat back in. Still just a little watery. We'll cook this down a little bit more. I like it to be thick, a little thick. Alright guys, been cooking this over medium low heat for a while now. Got most of the liquid evaporated. I think we're ready to layer. Get to layering. I have the oven preheated to 375. And let's start with some meat. And then let's lay out one of the flatbreads on top. Cover this with some ricotta cheese. Spread this out. Sprinkle some mozzarella and parmesan on top of that. And repeat the process. Layer, just make sure it's a layer of meat, and then top it off with some more Parmesan and mozzarella. cover it with foil and we'll bake it in a 375 oven for 30 minutes to get all the cheese melted. So after 30 minutes, we'll take it out, remove the foil. Then we'll put this back in the oven for about 10 minutes or until the cheese browns. And we are done. Look at that cheese, nice and brown. We're gonna need to let this cool down, sit for a while, let it all incorporate within each other. If you cut too early, it's just gonna fall apart. Okay, Keto fam, we're all done cooking. It's done resting. Cut up a slice here. Let's give it a try. Definitely hearty. Wasn't too soupy. Flavor's really good. Super meaty. The Italian sausage was a hot one. Hot seasoned flavored one. That's really good. And that cut the carb is a excellent noodle substitute. Soaks all the flavor. Definitely give this one a try. If you haven't already, go ahead and subscribe if you want to see more food like this, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss the next video. Now I'm gonna finish this up.